Hey lovies, and welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new subbies. I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. It's a thumbnail show. We're going to be working with paper plates. Now this first DIY was inspired by this Mackenzie Child's tray right here. So we're going to start with this first paper plate or paper tray, whatever you want to call. Now I did get that from Michael's. It was $2.99. It's 2 in a pack, and I got 30% off. Okay, so before we get started with that, we're going to go in with these wood planks. These are the 6-inch wood planks that you can find at Dollar Tree. I painted those in some black paint, as you can see there, and I'm just going to use these on the bottom of this plate or tray, whatever you want to call it. And this is just going to add a little bit of stability to it. Now the plate is very sturdy. As I mentioned, it did come in a 2-pack, so you can definitely double the 2-pack, double the plates up, and then add in a wood base. But they are actually pretty sturdy on their own. They are very good quality, but I'm not going to be having anything heavy on here. It is more for decorative purposes, but I still wanted to make sure we had that little added security there. So next I'm going to go in with these little mini candlestick holders. Now I had these in my stash from Hobby Lobby, and I painted them in the color black as well. What you see I'm doing right here is I'm just trying to decide which way I wanted to style them, and I ultimately decided to put the open parts, or glue the open part of the candlestick holder to the actual plate. So once we get that all done, guys, and I'm gonna tell y'all, these are so simple, but they came out, oh my goodness, so cute. Okay. so cute. You would not believe they are paper plates. So next, what I'm doing here is I have this piece of rice, the sheet of rice paper that I had in my stash as well. I got this from decopodgenapkins.com. If you guys ever want to know about any of the products or know who I'm affiliated with, I always have that information in my description box below with some discount codes and things like that if you ever want to check them out. And decopodgenapkins.com, they have a beautiful selection of napkins as well as rice paper, and they're very affordable in my opinion. So anyway, I have this in my stash, and of course, because it's butterflies, I had to use it. But what you saw I was doing there is I was just painting the back of this, because we are going to be placing this print on that tray, and I did not want the checker print to come through the background of this. So how I thought to do that was just go ahead and put a little bit of white paint on the back of this. Now, if you've seen any decoupagers all on YouTube, you've seen this technique before in many places. Okay, so once I did a fussy cut on that, and normally when you're working with rice paper and you're doing decoupage, you kind of do, you kind of do a little bit of a messy outline to make it blend more. But this cut, I wanted it to be very defined, very specific, like I said, because I wanted to really kind of layer into that checker print. Okay, so once I get the paint on there and get it all cut out, I'm just going in with some of my Mod Podge. You can use any type of Mod Podge or any type of glue medium that will help your print stick to the surface. As I was doing this, I thought about, I probably should have used a glue stick, but you know what, it actually worked out really well with the Mod Podge. I was blown away, guys. I wasn't sure how these were gonna work out. I was really taking a gamble on these. I've done a paper plate video before, but I was like, can we revisit this? Can we make it work? And I was like, yes, we can, May. We can do all things, okay? Through Christ who strengthens us and give us great crafting ideas, right? So he made it work for us. And so what I'm doing right here, I am taking my wood dowel here, and it's a flattened wood dowel that I've had in my stash forever as well. That came from woodpeckerscrafts.com. I also have that affiliate link in my description box below if you want to check them out. And so I'm just cutting those down. I cut it down to the length of that Mod Podge bottles, okay? That Mod Podge bottle. All right, so once I get them cut down, I don't know how many inches that bottle is, but if I had to guesstimate, maybe 3 inches, maybe, give or take. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, once I get them cut down, I'm going to go in with some of my Grecian Gold rub and buff. I had to remember what it was, y'all. And I'm just going to give that a full coverage. I'm going to give that full oh my goodness. I'm so just I don't know. Just hyper today. But I know that doesn't distinguish it from any other day. But look at that. Do y'all already see it? Like, it's already looking cute. I was like, look at this. Who's going to know this is a paper plate now, y'all? And also, if Dollar Tree has a new line out as well. I have not been lucky enough to find them where they have the checker print, and that's what I've been waiting on because I wanted to pick up a couple of those plates. So keep an eye out for that. So if you can't find these paper plates, you can definitely get the checker print plates at Dollar Tree and recreate this in your own way. All right, if you choose to do so. I just hadn't seen them at any of my Dollar Trees, and I hadn't really been in a while. But when I saw these, like I said, they were $2.99. I got 30% off. I'm like, okay, this is a good deal. I'll make it work with this. So as you can see, I just put the print down. I went over it with my mini heat press. I put some parchment paper there to reactivate that Mod Podge. And guys, it blended so pretty. I love this. I absolutely love this. I cannot believe this is paper. It's a paper plate, and I'm just adding in those wood dowels as handles. Now we're not going to be picking up anything with this tray. As I said, this is strictly for decorative purposes, guys. And the little feet on there to make it a riser. I just love this. I totally love this. And look, it's holding stuff. I'm telling y'all, I was pressing, like, it's holding stuff. And my beautiful bonus sister Loria sent me these beautiful pictures of some Mother Day baskets she made, as well as some patriotic decor. She sent it, and I love them. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing those with me. All right, we're going to go ahead and move into project number 2 using another one of these paper plates or trays, whatever you want to call them. Depends on what you put on there. You know, sometimes you'll want just a little salad and a little, you know, a little protein, and sometimes you want a slab of ribs, some macaroni, cheese, and cornbread. But anyway, when I saw this one, I fell in love with this one as well. Again, found these at Michael's, $2.99, 30% off. And if you have any rewards, you would get even more off. I didn't have any rewards at the time. But nonetheless, I saw this one. It had that beautiful bow on it. And it already had that little border on there, which I really loved. And I was like, okay, this would make a really pretty sign, right? And so I'm going in with these stickers. Now, I think, y'all, I got these stickers at Staples, like some years ago, I think. I'm not really sure. I remember, I think they were at Staples or Office Depot, someplace like that. But anyway, I liked them because they had the florals tied to the lettering, and I felt like that tied in with this plate style. So next, I'm going to take some of these TDS design rub-on transfers, right? My girl Brandy, she sells these on her at the DIYstruggle.com. Sorry guys, I got the hiccups. All right, we're going to just cut out a couple of little prints here. And like I said, when I saw this plate, I was like, this is just going to make a really, really cute sign. And so I remember I had her rub-on transfers, which go on like butter, baby, okay? And I just apply them to the surface, rub, lift up that transfer sheet to expose the picture, guys. And it is so cute. You would not know this is a paper plate. Now I have that key sitting there because I was on the fence. Do I want to add it? Do I not? Do I want to? Do I not? And I ultimately decided not to because I didn't want to take away from this piece. I wanted to keep it as simple as possible. And so one other thing I would also throw out there, I didn't do it. Now, if you decide to recreate these, I don't know if you would or not, but I mean, I totally would. I'm going to do some more with these because I think they're just gorgeous. But anyway, you could fill it with Mod Podge. I didn't see a need to. They're not going out in the elements. They're just going to be in my room, in my space. And I think they'll be okay. If not, we can always revisit it with some Mod Podge. And I'm just going in with some of my half beads here because I felt like that would just bring it up a notch. I love this. I really, really love this. Like, you don't have to put a hanging piece on this, like a piece of jute twine, which I am, but you could totally sit this in like a little easel and just let it be on display, like in the corner in the kitchen somewhere or in your foyer. Like, I could see this being all over the place, okay? And right here, I just added in a butterfly up in that top corner, dragonfly down at the bottom. Still loving this piece. I decided to add one more butterfly because why not? Why not? Because we love butterflies. We love butterflies, bows, and hearts on this channel. If I had a heart, I would have threw it in there because I already had the butterfly and the bow. All right, moving on. Right here, I'm taking some of this black jute twine that I had in my stash, and I took 3 pieces and I cut them down in equal lengths, and I'm just going to do a simple braid right here to give it some thickness. Basically is all I'm doing. The only reason I'm doing that is to give it some thickness, and we're just going to braid it down. I don't even know how long I cut this, guys. I really don't. I just eyeballed it. And what I'm doing right there is just taking some hot glue and just, you know, meshing it together to make sure it doesn't unravel. And we're going to just place that on the back. Now, again, I will say you don't have to add a hanger to this piece. It's super lightweight though, but you don't have to add a hanger to it. You could totally sit this just out on display. And I think it would just be super cute, just in a little easel. Or like I said, just you could add legs to this or feet to it and make it a riser as well. Or you can simply sit it out just like this. I think it would be so, so pretty. And I love the way this came out. And I mean, it was only a couple bucks, y'all. And it's a paper plate. I can't get over it. Like on my other paper plate video I did, I thought that was pretty interesting because I never did anything like that. But with this video, I'm really digging it, y'all. I'm really, really digging it. Look how pretty that is. Would you know that's a paper plate? Nope. All right, so we're going to move on to our final project of today, which is terracotta teacup number 95. Okay, now this is going to go in a little bit of a different theme or direction, only because we are winding down and because of the season we're in, according to YouTube. I'm trying to get the last few terracotta teacups in, and I know some of you guys have expressed, I listen, but I know you guys have expressed that you want me to continue on. I just want to be clear that we will continue to do terracotta teacups, okay? We just won't be doing them in every video because we're going to reach 100, y'all, and I don't have nowhere to store all these things. So the ones that's out of season, they're in totes and things like that, but, you know, this is 100 terracotta teacups, y'all. And I have a limited amount of space. So, and the price of things are going up as well. So we just have to kind of pace ourselves with these. And so maybe I'll do 4 or 5 per season or something like that. But I don't know that part yet. But just know that we will still do them. We just won't do them as frequently. Okay. And as you guys can see, you can kind of tell where we're going with this. All right. It's kind of a mix between nautical and patriotic. Kind of a mix between the two. And so just to go ahead and give my spiel for those who are new to the channel. On this channel, we have been doing a series called the Terracotta Teacup series, where we take a regular terracotta pot, we add a handle to it, we add a theme to it, and we're calling them terracotta teacups. And as I mentioned, we are on number 95 on the road to 100. We are super excited about it. Some of us are a little sad that it's coming to an end, although it's not really ending. Now, I will say with this one, guys, I did kind of a messy painting on this because I didn't want it like perfect lines, you know, and all that. I wanted it to look hand painted, hand designed, right? I don't know if I really accomplished that though, but that was the vibe I was going after, right? So what I used to make the handle is a macrame ring, and I do apologize, as I have apologized for 95 times. I do not know the size of the macrame ring that I use. I just eyeball it because I have a whole bucket full of them and I dumped them all in there, and I didn't keep the sizes attached to them because I'm May and that's what I do. All right, but you can find various sizes on Amazon. Like you can buy them in various sizes. They come in a variety pack. So and they're pretty cheap on there too. You get a lot because I'm working off this tub, literally, or tote should I say, that I've had in my stash for at least 4 years. So, and I'm still working off of it. But what I'm doing now is I'm just assembling it, as you guys can see. And I added in some stars that I had in my stash. I don't know where I got those from. They may have come from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, possibly. I don't know. But they were in my stash. Red, white, and blue stars. Then I have this little boat as well as this lighthouse. So we're gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a mix, a cross between nautical and patriotic, given the red, white, and blue. Okay, and so whichever one you want to call it, I feel like it's more nautical. But yeah, I had this, so I'm like, okay, we're just gonna create a base for this, and we're gonna go ahead and do our little sailboat in our lighthouse, where it looks like the sailboat is going around the lighthouse. Now, my original thought was to go ahead and make some water, but I didn't have enough of my blue hot glue, and I was like, I don't really want to paint it either. So what I decided to do was take some of these crushed up seashells that I had. Those came from Dollar Tree. You can find them in the floral section, where they have, how they have the sand and all that stuff there for vase filler. Yeah, it's there. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover this with seashells, and that's why I'm thinking I'm leaning more towards nautical with this one. But whatever you see, you roll with that. I support you either way, okay? And I'm just adding hot glue to this, and I'm literally just placing the shells around, like just trying to cover up that white piece. Not too much, because I do want a little bit of that white to come through. I wanted to kind of give it that, light vibe, like airy, cool summer day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's the vibe I was going after. I don't know if I accomplished it, but that's what I was going for. And I'm so sorry I left all this in. But I hopefully came to my senses and wrapped it up a little bit. Nope, I kept going. Of course I did. Because that's me. That's what I do. Oh my goodness. But I love y'all for being here, taking a ride with me. All right. So let's see. I think that was it, y'all. I hope so. But there you have it. Added in more stars to it. And here we are in the final reveal, lovies. And if you are still here writing with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you haven't already done so, lovies, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. Because you guys know how much I love to chat with you guys after each and every video. So keep those comments coming. And of course, in those comments, I want to hear about what y'all thought about these paper plates. Do they look like paper plates to you? I say they don't. I say they don't. And I'm really, really impressed with them. I really love them. I do. With all my heart, I do. And I can't pick a favorite today, because I do love them all. I do. I really do. I know we kept it simple and kept it, who would think to use paper plates? But I got to say, I really love it. And it took some guesswork out. It took some guesswork out for the lazy crafter in me. And I'm okay with that some days. But I want to hear from you guys. Do you like this? Would you use paper plates? And you can find paper plates, I'm telling you, at Dollar Tree. They have regular plates too that you can do this with. You can find them at, what's the other place? Dollar General as well. So, if you don't have a Michael's next to you, even at Hobby Lobby, you can find them. But, get them on sale and things like that. And you can make some beautiful home decor with them. I mean, like, we made that for just a couple of bucks, guys. And it really looked high-end, in my opinion. All right. And what you guys see I'm doing here for my new new subbies, I'm just showing a few of the terracotta teacups that we have created. I like to do that at the end of each video. It's not every single one. You can always go back to some of my older videos, say around November, and check out the end of one of those videos, and you'll see more of what we've created as far as the terracotta teacup series. And if you have a thought about one of those for the last 5, we don't even know what number 100 is going to be. I've been racking my brain trying to figure out what number 100 is going to be. I don't know. I have a couple weeks to think about it, but we shall see. All right. But definitely share with me if you have an idea. If it's not on the list, we'll definitely add it. If it is on the list, stay tuned, because it still may show up, even after we finish the series. again, maybe once or twice a month. So don't be bummed out, lovies. Just stick around and keep riding with me, okay? Maybe we'll, try a different series. But I don't know if we'll go to 100, because remember with this one, we didn't know if we'd make it to 10. And look at us now. And don't forget to hype this video, lovies. Once you hit that like button, just swipe to the right, hit the hype button. It'll help your girl out, because it helps all of us out. And if you want to support my channel, you can also do that by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/craftaway with May. That helps support buying supplies on the channel. But if you can, I'm just happy to have you here with me. And until the next video, lovies, be safe, be kind, hugs and kisses, XOXO, bye.